Hey guys, Diju22 here, and welcome to our second match of day 1. And it's yet another triple threat match, and you'll see it in just a moment. Well, we haven't seen this guy in a long time, but in fact, we haven't really seen him much in the 5th dimension either, but here is Rey Mysterio. And his opponent is
unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you. 'Cause that's where the ranger's gonna be. Unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you. 'Cause that's where the ranger's gonna be.
yeah, the Eye of the Ranger. But and last but definitely not least is Mr. McMahon. So basically, you have Chuck Norris, who has a bone to pick with Rey Mysterio, as well as Mr. McMahon, but they also have a bone to pick with Chuck Norris. So we'll find out if Chuck Norris will survive in this particular instance. So we'll find out who has a chance in hell. We'll find out who wins this match. Excuse me. I had a little too much, I'll be honest with you, but we're off. And of course, McMahon and Mysterio are going to fight amongst each other to see who gets to Chuck Norris, but an elbow right to the top of the head of Mr. McMahon. Whipped into the corner is Mr. McMahon. a leg sweep, and, well, immediately broken up by Chuck Norris. A knee right to the head, then followed up with a spear by Chuck Norris. Okay. Ooh, and a rake in the eyes right to Chuck Norris. Then a punch right to the head, then a drop kick. And now Vince getting double teamed. A double gutbuster onto Vince McMahon. A back body drop onto Mysterio. A back suplex onto Mr. McMahon. And Rey Mysterio just standing there, letting just letting his two opponents go at each other. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. A drop kick to Chuck Norris. I mean, as for Chuck Norris's problems with Rey Mysterio, it goes all the way back to when Mysterio was a good guy and when Chuck Norris was a bad guy, and Chuck Norris attacked Rey Mysterio from behind, and nothing really came out of it. That is until right now, and what is being settled between Norris and Mysterio is unfinished business. Whereas Mr. McMahon and Chuck Norris have had a feud ever since he was attacked by Norris was attacked by McMahon along with The Miz. So yeah, you have two bitter rivalries in one match, and it all points to Chuck Norris. And a butterfly stretch, but escaped, has Chuck Norris. And a Hurricane Rana. And what's he going for? Oh, well, he was going to go for the label lock, but immediately broken up by Rey Mysterio. I mean, this is an Extreme Rules match as well, but they've yet to take the match outside. And, well, now it's Chuck Norris that's going to take the match outside. And what's he getting? He's got a chair, and he's going to use it, but on who? Ooh, and a chair shot right to Mysterio, but I'm not... Did he feel it, or did he miss? I didn't see that. Excuse me. Then a kick to the back of Vince McMahon, and then immediately a crucifix onto Chuck Norris. I apologize for the stuttering, but it's been a while since I've commentated. I've been very busy. I mean, in fact, this is probably the busiest summer I've ever had in quite a while. Whipped into the ropes. A knee right to the head. And Chuck Norris just watching. And now Mysterio goes right after him. Then a kick to the head. So between Norris and Mysterio, whoever wins between those two is going to settle their feud once and for all. But as for Vince, I mean, Vince has the, oh wow, a chair shot right to the head of Chuck Norris, and then a kick, and then Mysterio kicks the chair right in Vince's face and just knocked him down with it. Then a drop kick right to Vince McMahon. Then Norris picks up Vince. Nope. Countered into an arm breaker. Oh yeah, and as far as Vince's series with, or his feud with Chuck Norris, he leads the feud 2-1. And if he was to beat Chuck Norris tonight, this would definitely, without question, settle it once and for all between those two. But if Norris beats McMahon, then the feud is not over, and it will just continue. An arm smash. Then a kick to the leg of Chuck Norris, and what's he do? An electric chair drop onto Chuck Norris. And then a knee right to the head. And an armbar right to Norris. And then a chop block to Norris by Vince McMahon. Whipped into the corner goes Norris. Then a clothesline right to Chuck Norris. I mean, right now Vince is just kicking so much ass, and yet a drop kick to Vince McMahon. And what is this? Oh, a hammerlock chinlock combination onto Vince. Nope, Vince didn't tap out, but it might have weakened him. And what's Mysterio gonna get? What's he have here? Well, meanwhile, a chinlock onto Vince McMahon, and oh, wait a minute, that's a garbage can. A crucifix pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and it's over for Vince. Vince is gone. So his feud with Chuck Norris is, well, it's not over though, because because Vince got pinned by Rey Mysterio and not by Chuck Norris. So instead, Chuck is going to get himself, what's he getting? Oh my God, a table? And he rams, and he uses that table as a weapon. Not once, but twice. No, 3 times. And a 4th time. And finally the table breaks, but a Hurricane Rana onto the floor. And then a pinfall. 1, 2. No, kick out by Norris. And now wait, what's he doing? Oh, a Cobra clutch onto Rey Mysterio. Does he have him? Nope, he doesn't. And rammed into the post. And rammed into the post once again and thrown back inside the ring. Oh, but back to the outside goes Norris. And Mysterio doesn't look too good. Thrown back in the ring again. But instead, what's he doing? Oh, he's getting another weapon, but what is it, though? Another chair, and he's bringing it inside. Nope, countered into an arm drag by Mysterio. But I'm going to have to stop here for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, and we'll find out who settles it right here, right now. Alright, see you in the next part.